I am going to. This is just gonna like because I haven't been watching wrestling. I've been trying to like do movie reviews and reaction stuff. So I just been trying to like edit, get better at editing, video editing and stuff like that. But at the same time, I've been keeping a close eye out on what's been going on in WWE, AEW, NXT when I can. But this caught my eye a little bit. I haven't really been watching it that much. I don't really know what's going on. Ever since Seth Rollins won the World Heavyweight Championship, I just not have been interested in it. But when I saw the thumbnail and I seen the title, I was like, okay, did something happen that would make this did something happen? News came out also about WWE and AEW going head to head again. I saw that on Twitter, and people are saying that WWE is taking things a little bit too far, right? A little bit too far. Let me tell you something about taking things a little bit too far. Ain't nothing being taken too far. WWE is just doing business. They're just doing business. This is business. When AEW first started, everybody was on that bandwagon. I admit I was looking at it too. I just wanted to see what it was. And what AEW is a highly funded independent wrestling promotion that's on a national syndicated television. I seen last week where they did like 700 and some thousand. I was like, okay, that's a pretty good number. So I went and looked at the card of what was going on, and I was like, it's the same shit each and every week. So how did something go up? I don't know. Do they got these people? Was it like, yo, you got to go see this? Was people talking about it? I don't know. I'll go and look at AEW shit. But right now, this caught my eye, so I was like, let me just listen to what Jim Cornette has to say, because when it comes to wrestling, I value his opinion on it, because this man has been in the business for over, 40 some years. Like, he's been doing this shit since he was like a teenager. So I'm going to value his opinion because he's in the business. He's made money in the business. So let's hear what he has to say. Hold on. And then I saw something else that Wrestling Observer was saying about WWE and stuff like that. But I'll say that. But let's listen to what you guys say.
Always a war. There's always the ratings to think about. There's always the audience and who can, shimmy and screw the other person out of that audience and jump in. So should we go from just for a minute from 1931 to 2025 and see that the view never changes, baby? Have you heard that apparently the WWE is, Uncle Dave is trying to phrase this or present this as, oh, WWE's really worried about AEW. They're going all out. They're trying to counter program them. They're putting the big shows against him. I take the viewpoint that I think that the WWE, now that they have conquered the world and they're worth $747 billion and 16 cents, I think that they have said now's the time that we can demolish this little motherfucker. We'll just wipe our fucking shoes on him. He's lost talent. He's got he's lost viewers. He's got really the same base, and his TV show creatively is a mess with many people not over or floundering around.
AEW, you can stop watching it. Like, if you can stop watching that show, and then you can come back a month later and it's just the exact same way as you left it. Now, I'm going to check it out tonight. It's Wednesday. I'm not really doing anything. So I'm going to check it out tonight and see what's happening. I don't know what's going on, but I am going to go back and look at what happened last week because I'm interested now. But this counter programming stuff, Didn't AEW do this when they first came out? It's business. WWE is really just going to steamroll over them. That ESPN deal. And then it came out today that they're doing a WrestlePalooza. They're doing a WrestlePalooza in Indianapolis with John Cena. And it says featuring John Cena. So, you know, John Cena is going to be there. He's not going to have a match, but I'm pretty sure Brock is going to be there. This is just to counter their All Out that's in Wembley or whatever that it is at. This is just business. This isn't no being like Wrestling Observer. They are AEW shields. They go all in on AEW stuff. Like, they will hammer it down to their audience that AEW is the better product than WWE. If you was to ask Brian Alvarez and Dave Meltzer on who has the better product in all of wrestling right now, they will say AEW. And it's a bold-faced lie. WWE is taking over everything. They took over the independent scene. You can't even get nowhere on the independents because they came out with the WWE ID program. They have college athletes that they are going to be bringing in next in line. Evander Holyfield's son, Scott Steiner's nephew. Wait, no, his son is in there now. Lance Anawahi is down there in NXT now. Zilla Fatu is out there floating amongst the ether. I mean, and they have a lot of talent down there in NXT. Trick Williams, Blake Monroe, Jordan Grace, Javon Evans, Obafemi. I mean, they got a nice division down there of men and women that's down there. But again, this begs the question, why is Wrestling Observer really going in on this? It's because they have a stake in that company. Of course, you don't want to see a company fail. I don't want to see AEW fail. I would very much love for them to be a number 2, but they need a better system. Tony Khan is not going to be the one to like usher in change in that company. Someone needs to take it away from him. Then that's when things will start to become new and fresh. Right now, AEW just seems like WWE at this point. They just keep doing a lot of shit each and every week. It's the same old shit. And I'm just getting tired of and fed up with it. But WWE is really just finna just mop the floor with AEW now. Look at all these people that want to get in on WWE right now. That ESPN deal is huge. This show right here is going to be the premier PLE on ESPN. If you don't think that that's going to outdo All Out, All In Between, you are out of your fucking mind. You going to pay that $30. You going to pay that $15.99 or whatever that it is if you already got the service. I think you got to pay like an additional charge. But whatever the case may be, you going to go watch it. And they're going to go all out to make that show a big fucking deal. And then after that, you got Perth, Crown Jewel. After that, you got Survivor Series. These folks are not playing with you. And Tony, yes, you are in trouble. You are in trouble.
Brown. So let's just fucking finish it off.
Yeah.
And Brian, I don't even know if that's an unpopular viewpoint that I have, or if more people are starting to recognize it, that now they're just not even making any bones about it. We're in a tank and he's in a wheelbarrow, and we're just going to shovel him over.
WWE wants to own the entire industry.
Yes. They trying to lock all of this shit down. And there is nothing that you can do about it. What are you going to do? What other company that's out there that's going to really come up and like stand toe-to-toe with WWE? Where TNA is going to be the number 2 promotion in the fucking world by next year. And then AAA is going to be the 3rd. And they over in Mexico. Now, Tony, you are in serious trouble here. You can have Edge and Copeland, these old ass people. That I do a Steiner math. They're old. They're over 100. Literally, they're in their 50s. And you trying to make a hug it out moment and trying to make them come back together, man. Nobody don't want to see that shit. It's over with. Give it up. WWE is finna take over the fucking world. Tony, you're in trouble. There's nothing that you can do to back down from this. Tony, you in trouble. You in trouble, Tony. Tony, you in trouble. That's gonna see, it would have meant so much, bro, if the WWE championship was on the line. And then like you could have went to a finish where Brock was just going irate. You haven't seen him in 2 years because of the Janelle Grant shit. And he just taking out all his frustration out on John Cena, and they just called the match off because he was beating his ass too much. But then it would have been like, okay, what do you do with the championship? Okay, all right. See, every time, you can't fantasy book this shit because every time you try, you just think about WWE Unreal and shit like that. It's too much going on here. This is a business. I think these guys forgot that. This is a business. What you mean? Anything that you do on that day, I'm finna do a show to it. Ain't no friends in this. You either get down or you lay down. And if you lay down, you gonna stay down. Man, get out of here. Of course they're gonna keep doing it. AEW is, boy, Tony is over with. Tickets already sold. This is man hometown. He can go chill at his daddy house, mama house, whatever it is you want. It's gonna be the last time that you see John Cena wrestle. It's the last time that you ever gonna see John Cena fucking wrestle. Let me say that again for the people in the fucking back. It will be the last time that you see John Cena wrestle. And it's gonna go up against AEW's World's End. How appropriate is that name now than ever before for AEW? World's End. It's finna be the end of them. It's finna be the end of them. It's finna be the start. The beginning of the end. No way that they are going to come back from this. No way. WWE has too much momentum going right now. I don't care how bad Seth Rollins is as world champion. It's not slowing them down. And that's business. That's the wrestling business. That's competition. If you can't compete, then get the fuck out. You was trying to compete with us before. When I mean us, I mean WWE. That's how they thinking. I mean, what's going on here? What's with all that bravado earlier? Huh? We don't run a sloppy shop. Remember that? Huh? All the jabs that you was taking. Let me tell you why they're doing it. Who gives a fuck? What you gonna do? Create compelling stories to culminate at these events. Let's see it, Tony. Let's see it. What you gonna do? You gonna have MJF beat Hangman? That's the only thing that you can do. This is panic mode now. How ironic that they announce this tonight when you have Dynamite tonight. All this shit is calculated, bro. Y'all ain't fucking with them no more. Them folks is finna step on your neck and just walk it. They finna dog walk your ass. It is not looking good. Now, they said that the deal would start on the next year. That's what I read. The reports I read. Now, apparently, they saying we just finna go ahead and just do this shit right now. I'm looking at you, Tony. You in big ass trouble. Yeah, they had. If you do that, you was a fucking dummy. You spending 60 some dollars to watch the same shit that you watch each and every Wednesday. Ain't nothing there. It's the diehard of the diehard AEW group that's out there that will still pay $60 to watch a pay-per-view. Pay-per-view is finna die. It's all streaming now. UFC went into the streaming business. It's all about streams. It's all about how many people can watch this, not necessarily how many people can pay for this. Because let me ask you, would you rather pay 60 some dollars to watch an AEW pay-per-view, or you pay for a subscription and then you can watch it on Max? You gonna try to save money. Times is tough. Times is hard. And inflation steady going up. Things are steady changing. Like, I mean, but you still gonna watch what you want to watch. You still gonna watch whatever you want to watch. So I mean, if you got the money to do that, you got the money to do that. But I ain't finna waste my money on watching. Like, I'm not finna pay $60 some to watch a pay-per-view. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm not finna do that shit. None of that shit matters, bro. WWE is still finna steamroll all the way over you. Like, you can't compete with that shit. Get the fuck out of here. What threat do AEW pose over WWE at this point? What threat? MJF is not a threat. The Hurt Syndicate is not a threat. They got their own troubles in that fucking locker room. People mad at them because they're getting their shit over and high-fiving after they didn't beat your ass. What threat is over there? Chris Jericho is maybe making his way back to WWE by the end of the year. What threat is over there? None. And WWE knows it. And once Chris Jericho goes over there, it's going to be the beginning of the end. Why you think MJF got that tattoo covered up? That man don't want none of that stank on him when he goes to WWE in a couple of years. It's not looking good. Tony is in trouble. And you could be oblivious to it. It ain't got no money issue no more. Tony got money. WWE got money. And they got people who have even more money, more capital, more resources. What happened? WWE say they going to Netflix. What did Tony do? Tony got them to go to Max. WWE's for to go to ESPN. Tony, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? People, even your own people are going to look at it and be like, bro, like, we finna pay 50 some dollars for a pay-per-view. 50, 60 some dollars on pay-per-view. Don't matter where you get your service at, all right? So, like, you're going to be paying like 50 some dollars for a pay-per-view when you could be paying like 30. Money matters. And they got no draw over there. They have nothing.
They don't. And they also enjoy fucking with AEW.
Yes.
Some of the wrestlers do, but the people who are running things do.
You mentioned it was even more so than when Vince was there. But Vince not only was doing things the old-fashioned way when he would do them, and I don't think that he took AEW that seriously because he never took any other company really seriously except WCW at that time. But at the same time, his people were saying, well, we got to watch the pay scale. But now that there are shark Hollywood agents and big time wheeler, dealer, and deal maker people involved and staffs of them and major corporate executives, even if only one of them was only a tenth as predatory as Vince, there's 3 times as many now of them. So they know all the ways to just fucking bam, bam. And they've got all these deals that they're making and their guarantees that they're getting. And at the same.
That's why it's hard to compete. That's why it's hard to compete, man. They got all these deals. They got everything in place. Big money management. Nick Khan is making all these business deals to get this thing across many eyes it possibly can. Now ESPN, Netflix, what's next? If they get on this YouTube thing, which I think that they will, because AAA was on YouTube and it was the most viewership that AAA has ever put on. It broke records. You think that they're not going to be like, okay, let's contact YouTube and see what we can do for them. We can get AAA a deal on YouTube. We can do shit on YouTube. They're trying to lock everything down. And Tony, you in trouble. You in serious trouble. This year is going to be a hard year for you. I hope that you got a good support system around you. I said that in the last Tony You're in Trouble video. I said that you need a good support system, and you gonna need it for this year because World's End gonna be your end.